Good morning, y'all. Happy New Year's. Today is New Year's. We are just gonna kind of have a lazy day today. Jason's smoking a lot of meats. Obviously, it's New Year's in the South, so I've got to make some collards, got to make some cornbread. We need the good luck and the money, right? Generally, you're supposed to do black-eyed peas as well, but no one in my family will eat those, so I've given up that part of the tradition because I can't even get them to eat them. But in the South, you make collards. I'm gonna make real collards with ham hock. It's gonna be awesome. Jason's smoking barbecue pork. Pork is what you have to eat on New Year's. You also have to have cornbread, so we'll definitely be making some cornbread. And that is what our plan looks like today. Otherwise, just being super, super lazy. I'm also starting a no spend January / pantry freezer challenge. So in a little bit, after I wake up a little bit, I'm gonna take y'all around the house, show you what's in our fridge, pantry, and freezer, and talk about what our plans are for January. All right, y'all, I am up and going, and I'm gonna make an electrolyte drink. And 2021 Perfect Keto is bringing in the stuff, y'all. Every year they do this like keto get started thing, and you can join it, and it's like this whole guided thing. I have never tried it, so I don't know, but I want to let y'all know that's available because I do stand behind Perfect Keto. But also, they have a bunch of new products. They just came out with, in December, Keto Collagen. That was Cinnamon Toast Crunch, or cinnamon, not Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but like cinnamon flavored MCT oil and collagen. And then they came out with peanut butter MCT and collagen. Both of those are phenomenal. They taste so good. But what I'm most excited about is the electrolytes. They just came out with daily electrolytes, and the ingredients are bomb. The amounts of the electrolytes are perfect, and they taste good. So let me show you what I got. I only have a couple of the flavors. They have a handful. I will have it linked down below. Y'all are gonna love this. Y'all know I'm a Zip Fizz girl. I have POTS, and I have to really worry about my electrolytes and my hydration. And I finally think I found something that's a little cleaner than Zip Fizz. Not a little, it's a lot cleaner than Zip Fizz. It does not have all the vitamins and minerals that Zip Fizz does. Like 2 Zip Fizz a day gives me all my multivitamins, but it has the electrolytes that we need on keto. It has the magnesium, it has the potassium, and it has the sodium. So this is what it looks like. Daily electrolytes is what they're calling them. It has a very small scoop, and it is not super strongly flavored. So you can do 1 scoop in 8 ounces of water and it still tastes really good. Usually I dilute everything way more than they say to, but in 8 ounces of water, this is fine. I am actually gonna use more like 32, so I'm gonna do 2 scoops, but this is my favorite, the pink lemonade. They also have watermelon and lemon lime, and I can't remember what else. It's linked down below, y'all. I already said watermelon. It's linked down below, but let me show you the back here, y'all. It's got a good amount of vitamin D. It's got 250 milligrams of mag citrate, which is a very absorbable form of magnesium, 240 of Himalayan peak salt, which is the sodium that you need, and 600 of potassium. The potassium is the thing I really struggle to find in electrolyte drinks because you can have too much potassium, so a lot of times they are too hesitant to put much potassium in, and they'll put like 200, which is nowhere near what I need. But Zip Fizz has 900, so this is really close. Potassium 600, and the ingredients are literally what you see here plus some stevia, and the coloring just comes from beetroot, so it's super, super clean. So here's the scoop. It's this teeny tiny little scoop, and like I said, it tastes just fine at 8 ounces. This one has a really pretty pink color for the pink lemonade, but it's coming from beet, and then there is some stevia. It dissolves really, really easily. I'm just gonna stir this up, add some more water and ice, and get started on my electrolytes for the day, y'all. All right, y'all, I am up, dressed in just some comfy cozies because we're not going anywhere today, unless we go to Costco. Are we gonna try and go to Costco? Oh yeah, the barbecue. Okay, we'll go to Costco tomorrow. So I'm gonna show you what we have in-house, fridge, freezer, pantry, and then kind of talk about our plan for our January no spend / pantry challenge. All right, let's go. And my house is a wreck, so if you get glimpses of the house, such is life. All right, this is not the fullest fridge that you would like to have starting a no spend challenge, but we'll talk about this, what we're gonna do about it a little later. Up top there is literally just
syrups, flavored syrups, and things that go into alcoholic drinks basically around here. Also, my son puts some of the syrups into like Cokes and stuff to like make cherry Coke or things like that. Definitely have some Parmesan cheese. We have a little bit of orange juice left from mimosas, and these are drinks. We did a live last night on New Year's Eve of different alcoholic beverages, so Jason's got a bunch of odds and ends from that. Back here behind all of these drinks, I've got my little sit down please. I have my little turny table that I keep stuff on. It just makes it easy to access. We've got some mayonnaise, some tartar sauce, some horseradish, some harissa, some black truffles. So we've got some different things, some pesto, some different things that we can add to proteins to make different special drinks, not drinks, different special meals, so that'll be good. We've got some unsweetened almond milk and some oat milk. I add these to coffee, iced or regular coffees, because I'm trying not to do much dairy. This lonely shelf is usually leftovers, but we've got some corn tortillas that my son likes to have quesadillas with. Looks like we've got a few salsas, and behind those I know there's some different pickles and pickled things that I made, some olives, very small amount of this French onion dip left, a little bit of egg roll in a bowl, a little bit of bacon left, and then down here we've got almost a full container of beef broth. I'm gonna put that and that back up there. We've got a little bit of cream cheese, there's not a lot in there, some more Prosecco from last night left over. Pretty full thing of ham and one thing of hot dogs, so that could be lunches. And then over here in our cheese drawer, this is very lacking too. We've got a pretty full thing of sharp cheddar. We have a few slices left, maybe like half a bag of this provolone cheese, and one lonely cream cheese, y'all. So that's what's going on in the top part. Milo's sweet tea. I was craving this the other day. I bought it and then I didn't want it, but it expires today, so somebody needs to drink this. This is some more simple syrup, some holiday nog. I'm really liking this nut pods in my coffee a lot, y'all. Over here, I've got some half and half that my son puts in his coffee, some pineapple juice, and just some random stuff. Same up here, just a bunch of random condiments that we have going on. In our drawers here, we've got some white wine, a bunch of limes. These are leftover limes from last night. Some little mini bagels that the kids eat. Looks like we have one thing of biscuits. This is my meat drawer. We've got a little bit of bacon and two things of sausage going on over here. All right, let's go into the freezer, y'all. Let me squat down here. Okay, on this side is usually kids stuff. There's some shrimp here though. These I love, love, love to just boil straight from frozen with some fresh bay from Fresh Jacks. It's kind of like Old Bay but better, and it's like a really, really quick meal. And then you can put it with pasta for kids. You can put any sauces on it. Pesto, the harissa up there, the black truffle, or just dip it in shrimp cocktail sauce. Lots of things to do with that, but everything else over here is usually kids stuff. So we've got some toasted ravioli. It looks like I have a Quest pizza down there, which I would eat. These chicken things have been all the rage at our house. You can get this bag for, I think it's like $5 or $6 at Aldi, and it's supposed to be a Chick-fil-A knockoff. I mean, it's not anywhere close to Chick-fil-A, but they like it, and they'll dip it in like buffalo sauce and make a sandwich out of it. We just make these in the air fryer. Also some, like, I don't know what those are. Wontons, pork wontons. Caroline loves those, so those are for her. Looks like we have some getting freezer burned peppers that we need to use, so we'll do like a sheet pan fajita probably with that. Got some frozen spinach. Then this over here is just a bunch of veggies. It's mostly all different types of rice cauliflower, and we've got some broccoli, some rice broccoli. We've got this multicolor cauliflower, and then in the door, I gotta flip you around. We have this little section here, and I've got one pie crust. I've got my keto crumbs. I have my face roller, my ice face roller. Looks like we've got some pizza sauce and a soup. So that's what's going on in the bottom. This is our indoor. Looks like we have some meatballs. I love to have these on hand to just add to marinara for the kids. I'll heat them up in the air fryer and then add them to marinara. We've got wild caught flounder, so we'll do something with that. Caroline loves to do french fries in the air fryer, so there's a packet of french fries for her. Looks like we do have
1 thing of pork chorizo, so that could go into a chorizo chili or into egg cups or things like that. Got a thing. All of these are different compound butters that I had made, just some ice. This is some onion that I had chopped up here. Got 2 things of meatloaf mix back there. Up here is usually just fruit and ice. Yeah, so this is just different fruits back here, and then these are different ices for drinks. Ice roller ball that we use if we have any like injuries or anything. More ice for drinks. So that is what's going on in here. Let's go look at the pantry and then we'll go look at the fridge and freezer outside. All right, pantry, we'll start at the top. A bunch of cereals for the kiddos, a bunch of cereals. Back there is tostadas and chips, and then in this basket is just backup spices. Down here we've got some keto bone broth and noodles, like shirataki type noodles. These are like pho bowls that Caroline eats. This is stuff I've been eating, but I'm not gonna really do dairy for January, so somebody else needs to finish these up. We've got some moon cheese, some Parmesan whisk. This is not open, so it'll stay fine. Some keto granola. Oh, let me show y'all that. This company has changed their name now, and I cannot remember what it is. Oh my gosh. New Trail maybe, but it's the same food. They have really good stuff. Again, this isn't open, so I can save this granola or Jason can eat it. And then I think we just have a couple bags of pork rinds back there, just plain pork rinds, which will be great. Way back in the back there, I have some rice and, ooh, look at that. Those got hidden. Okay, these are my favorite salamis, and I totally will eat on these. So this basket here is usually Mama's basket. This is usually my stuff here, so I put that in there. Big thing of rice. We buy rice in bulk. It's so cheap and inexpensive. And the way I cook, I mostly cook proteins and veggies, and then everything's keto. And then if the kids want a side of potatoes or rice, it's super easy to make that. And then got a couple lonely potatoes in there. So that is what is in the top of the pantry. And then here is the rest of our pantry. The bottom is just storage. In here we've got, ooh, we have one more of these. These are my favorite. These noodles, it's almost, it tastes like a ramen bowl to me, but it's like, this is a spicy flavor. They have chicken flavored. They have different ones. They're only 94 calories. They're very filling. I love them. We've got some more of the like shirataki noodles, miracle noodles, heart of palm noodles. There's like a miso broth, so we could make like a pho or something with that. And this, more heart of palm pasta. I haven't tried this one yet. I got this from Trader Joe's, so definitely utilize that on a night when the kids are having regular pasta. I like to buy these super easy 90-second rices, because sometimes even though rice is easy, this is even easier. So I stock up on those at Aldi, and the kids can make them as well. They also know how to make rice on the pot in the pot too. And then more of that. This is like a roasted chicken flavor. More palmini noodles, lasagna. This is like a snack drawer for the kids. Again, it's pretty empty. There's not a whole lot going on. Got a couple onions left. Looks like some more veggie noodle pasta, so definitely need to be using that, y'all. I have a bunch of these Lono Lifes in different flavors. I like to use these in, especially in crock pot and instant pot meals. They're really, really good. So that's what's here. Up here, we've got a bunch of nuts that Jason, I put them up front here so he would see them. These are more of those Lono Life packets. It's bone broth, it's chicken bone broth, beef bone broth, and then the mushroom one. The mushroom one is so great in casseroles. Bunch of hot sauces, some more of that broth. I bought them in bulk because I knew I would use them over time. Looks like we have a beef broth back there. I bought this for the kids to try. I thought they might like, or Jason, the truffle flavored macaroni and cheese from Aldi. So we need to make that one night. I got a couple leftover stuffing mixes because they were freebies. And then it looks like kids snacks got moved in here. So let's move that so they'll find them. They won't look in here. And then this barrel is usually a ton of popcorn or kid snacks.
All we have in here is a few of the kid snacks left and a very small amount of popcorn, a little bit of jerky, a few macaroni and cheeses, and some buns. So truthfully, this section here is very lacking in the kid snack area. We shall see what we do about that. Maybe they'll have to eat some more real foods, I don't know. Then up here, starting in the back, we've just got some backups of things that I like to keep on hand. So some vinegars and stuff, some mayonnaise, some cocktail sauce, some barbecue sauce, all like low carb. My favorite chipotle peppers that are already all mashed up and easy to store. Some red enchilada sauce. I have a ton of these diced green chilies because for some reason for the last months and months and months our area has been completely sold out. So every time I put them in a virtual pickup cart, it's empty. But every time I put as many as they'll let me, because if they happen to have them, I want them. And this last week they finally had them, so I bought a ton of those. Got some peanut butters. We have some just mushroom pieces. These go in a chicken dish that's one of my family's favorite. Then we also have some French onion mix, some stuff that I don't typically buy, but we're gonna use up. And then I found some gluten-free cream of mushroom. Again, it's not the best of the best. It would definitely be better to make your own, but sometimes in the South, especially for casseroles, we just want something like this. So I got that. I think I have a couple of those. I think I have one coconut cream left, a little bit of pineapple, my favorite snacking peanut butter, but I'm not doing nuts for January, so that'll just sit there. Some backup of my nut pods. I'm not going to do whole nuts, but I am going to let myself have almond milk because I've found that that doesn't bother me. So this almond / coconut milk seems to go okay for me. I have 2 of these riced broccolis, and then over in a tiki masala and some onion soup mix, and then back here is just a bunch of pastas for the kiddos, and that is what is in this pantry, y'all. Over here is our bar. Up here is just alcohol. But down in the bottom of our bar, we do keep some backups of things and some food. So let me show you what we do have in here. Got some different bread mixes. High-key pancake mix, muffin mix, Goodies corn-free bread mix. Probably gonna make this tonight for cornbread. And a chocolate chip. The chipmunk lemon cookies. I don't know how I've had these in here so long. I need to make them. Their cookies are freaking amazing. Some backup of the holiday nog, which is awesome because I love this in my coffee. And then we've got a bunch of bars. This is just a bunch of bars and a few cookies. Back up, it looks like we've got a little bit of zero chocolate, some high-key cookies, and more French vanilla oat cream or nut pods. I really do like the oat milk nut pods, y'all. So I may switch to that for January and not have as much of the almond milk version, but that is the plan. And then otherwise it's just storage stuff. All right, I'm gonna carry you outside in the garage and show what we have out there. My plan this month, y'all, is to do pretty much a really clean keto, like squeaky clean keto, and not really do a lot of nuts. Definitely no like nuts or grains or glutens, any of the things that I know can be inflammatory to me. Also, dairy is gonna be very limited. I'm not gonna have like any kind of like heavy creams or regular dairy. If it's aged, or it's goat, I will eat it, but I'm also gonna be limiting that because I really want to work on cleaning it up and eliminating. I did that in the whole month of November and it went really well for me. Then I got COVID and everything flew out the window. I ate what felt good, but I'm going to be doing that. So basically just really clean keto is basically what it is, with a couple extra AIP type stipulations that help me and just things like that to try and work on building my body back to feeling better. Okay, that said, let me show you what we have out here. New Year's Day in South Carolina, y'all. It looks awful out here. It's not that cold, but it is foggy and rainy and ugh. Okay, you can hardly move in our garage right now, y'all. Like, look at the mess that is our garage. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, here's our freezer. This is our deep freezer. We've definitely got some stuff to use up in here. I bought some random things at Aldi when I found them for good prices. I've never made a duck before, but I bought a whole duck, so I don't know what I'm gonna do with that, but I'm gonna do something. This is some cheese that I had shredded and froze. I probably can take that in the house soon. This is the meat that I put in egg roll in a bowl, so you can't hardly read this writing, but it's Asian. I wrote Asian ground beef because this is all seasoned for egg roll in a bowl, so I can just pull this out and add it to like a coleslaw mix that I sauteed, and that'll be a really quick meal. I have a bunch of fish. Fish was on sale at Costco. This is my favorite. Barramundi was on sale at Costco in early November maybe, and I've never seen it on sale before, so I stocked up, and this is what I have left. We all love this. We make it so many different ways. The easiest is in the air fryer, but so many different ways. I think I saw some capers in my pantry, so probably do like a lemon fish and capers. We have a ton of bacon, a couple meals. I think those are lasagnas that I have individually frozen. I don't even know what this is. Some kind of big thing of meat. I should probably find out, Erica. Okay, this is half of a pork butt roast. So half a pork butt. I have 2 hams back here because I bought them when they were on sale. So we have 2 big hams. And then right here we have cheeseburgers that I had made. These are starting to get a little freezer burn, so we need to make those probably this week. Those are just hamburgers that I had made that have bacon and cheese in them. These are marinated porks and chickens. I make them and stand them up like this so they're easy to go through, so it shows what marinade is in. And stand that up better probably. So it shows what marinade it's in and everything, and I store them this way and they're just easy to get to. We have about half a bag of chicken breast here and 1 rack of ribs. Jason is has cleared out a lot in here. He took out a big pork belly, a big pork butt, and I don't know if he's doing any ribs. I guess he took what he could and nothing else would fit. Otherwise he probably would have used those ribs. So this is the meat we have in here. I mean, it's not a ton. It's really not. Let's see. Got some sausage. I always forget this is out here. That's easy to make. All of these are beef broth, homemade beef broth. This is spaghetti sauce or chorizo. I think that's spaghetti sauce. A couple things of butter, more beef broth, a thing of andouille sausage, which I know I need to take out because I'm making chicken bog, which is not usually with andouille sausage, but we're going to use what we have. A couple little frozen meals, chicken Alfredo bowl, mashed cauliflower, and a Mongolian beef. And then down here is just ice packs. So that's that freezer. This one is my kids' fridge. Basically, it's drinks and kids' food. Oh, look at this. The advent calendar for cheese never got eaten, y'all. I guess Jason forgot it was back here. It looks like he had like 3 of them. Oh well, whatever. Such is life. So we got some leftover cranberry juice, a Prosecco, some almond nog. Nobody's gonna drink that. Why did they get almond nog? They must have substituted regular nog for almond nog. I bet my kids will not be drinking that. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. Got some cider back there, some milk, and another half and half. What's back here? Oh, there's my collards. Collards and ham hock for collards tonight. Let's see, and then the rest of this is just drinks. Same thing over here, just drinks. Beer, water, syrups. Pretty empty, really, for the most part. And then this is usually just kids' snacks or kids' food that I keep in this freezer. We've got some zero carb bread and some low carb tortillas. This is that chicken I was telling y'all about that they love. We've got some hash browns, more meatballs, some more ham, French onion soup mix, some more of those wontons, and then a little bit of fruit down there. It looks like everything is empty in the door. So, for starting a no spend, eat out of your fridge, pantry, and freezer challenge, mine is not as full, like nowhere close as full as how it's been in the past when I've chosen to do this kind of challenge. Last January when we did this, we were stocked, like stocked. So, let me tell you what the plan is. So what we're gonna do is allow up to $50 a week for needed food. So I'd like it to be closer to 25, but I'm gonna give me up to 50 because we have so little. We really don't have a lot. So we're gonna do that. but we're gonna try and build from what I just showed you first and then add little bits to the grocery list and keep it at that. The other part of it is we are gonna do what I call a no spend month, basically only buying needs, not wants, and really evaluating that need. Like, do I really need it right now? Can I push it off a little bit? And just try and save as much as we can this month.
All right, y'all, editing Erica, I forgot to tell y'all a couple of things that were in the plan. We have a few tricks up our sleeve in the form of, I have a little over $100, I think it's $116 gift card basically for cost, it's not a coupon, I guess a gift card basically for Costco that they had sent us, and we saved knowing that we were going to do a no spend this month, so we can stock up on a few things at Costco using that. Obviously that amount doesn't go very far at Costco, but it's more than zero, right? And then Fetch Rewards, I always save all of my Fetch Rewards up all year long to use for Christmas shopping, for Christmas gifts. This year I had over $500 in Fetch Rewards by the end of the year, and I used those for stocking stuffers and Christmas gifts, but I still have $80 worth of gift cards that I can still redeem. So there are so many things that I can redeem through Fetch, so I may get Amazon gift cards or something like that from Fetch, and we may use that $80 this month. If we don't need it, we won't, but we have both of those things available to make things stretch a little bit farther. Another thing that I tend to do in January is go through and see if there's things that I could sell on, like Facebook Marketplace or things like that. However, we did just go through our house and pull everything we could to donate to some local fire victims. There was an apartment building fire, and because we have had a fire, we really like to give back to fire families when we can. So we donated an entire truck full of stuff, so that may not be possible. But another thing that I do is go through my checking and credit cards with a fine-tooth comb, find if there's any like subscriptions that we're paying for that we don't even remember, or ones we could stop. I think I'm going to stop BoxyCharm and FabFitFun because I just don't need to pay for those. I don't really need that stuff. I end up getting a lot of stuff that I can't use, especially now that I have rosacea. But anyways, I don't even know where I'm going with that. I don't know where I'm going with that. All right, back to the video. That is our goal for January. We like to reset our year that way, so that's what we're gonna do. If y'all wanna join us in either of those, that would be so fun. Let me know down below, but that is our plan, y'all.
Hi Hazel, I just came in the house and remembered I did not show y'all the laundry room pantry. So this is just extra. So it's like apple cider vinegar, coconut, ketchup, Parmesan, a little bit of rice, just, you know, just random extras. So I need to remember these are here too so that I don't replace. She was not happy that Mommy was in the garage, were you? Okay, and then over here we keep some stuff too. This is under the laundry, so looks like we're good for apple cider vinegar. There's even more. I've got a few Chalk Zero barks. This was a freebie I bought, and I meant to donate it. I didn't realize it was down here. Some tomato sauces. This is laundry stuff up here, and then buried back there behind all of these clothes is a few more just pantry staples. But I'm too lazy to pull it all out right now. I really should, but no.
All right, so here are my collard greens. These are triple washed, y'all. If you're making collards, it's worth it, unless, I mean, they're great if they're local and you can like get them from the farm and everything, but collard greens are super sandy. They are grown in sandy soil, so they take forever to wash. These are triple washed and already cut up. When you're preparing collards, you want to wash them and wash them and wash them, and then they have these really thick stems that you cut out, so it's just a lot of work. So I took the shortcut, and then I'm using ham hock. You could use a smoked turkey leg if you have that, but I use ham hock. And what we're gonna do is just put this on saute and get some butter going in here. And also, y'all, I forgot, I did buy one thing of black-eyed peas. I'm not making my own because nobody but me will probably eat them, but it's part of the tradition, right? It's part of what you're supposed to have, so I will at least set them out. So I'm letting this heat up. We'll put some butter in there and some avocado oil probably and get going. And Jason just brought the pork belly in. We had one huge slab of pork belly that he cut in half, so he just brought that in. He cooks it for a while. Once it hits a certain temperature, then he wraps it and puts it back on the smoker. And then I'm assuming the pork butter is probably still out there because it's much bigger and will take longer. Huh, baby? It smells good, huh? You want some pork belly? Do you want some pork belly?
So typically when I make this, I do it on low and slow on the stove, and I brown this in the butter and oil. I'm just using avocado oil and some beef tallow, actually, mostly beef tallow. And I go ahead and sear this just a little bit, and then I cook it, cover it completely with water, and then let the water reduce about half. Basically, you're making a ham hock broth, but we're gonna do it all together in the Instapot, and it really does turn out well. So I'm putting that in here, and then the next thing we'll add is just some onions. All right, I just added my onion. This is one whole onion just sliced up. Again, we're just building layers of flavor. We're gonna let this kind of get to translucent while the ham hock is still there, and then we'll add a little garlic and we'll add everything in. All right, I just added in the garlic. Now we're gonna cover this with water and make a stock, and then quick release, and then add our collards. That is my plan. All right, I just filled up enough water to almost cover the ham hock. Now we're just gonna put the top on, make sure it's on sealing, and I've already set this. I'm gonna do 45 minutes. Y'all, look at this gorgeous pork belly. It is perfect. It is so good. We're gonna put it in the oven to kind of crisp up the top just a little bit where the fat is on the top. But y'all, check that out. Oh my gosh, it's so good. All right, so here is the water after it has gone for about 45 minutes. So the ham hock has given flavor to the broth. So now what I'm gonna do is add the collards. All right, all of the collards are in, and I've added some salt and pepper. I'm just gonna give it a good little stir, one more stir. Then we're gonna close it up for 30 more minutes. And then over here, we are just gonna throw some cornbread together. This is the Goodies Still Sweet cornbread. It's not really cornbread, it's keto, but I didn't want to go out and buy stuff to make actual cornbread because I have this, so we're gonna use this. Got 3 eggs and some apple cider and some melted butter. Just gonna mix it all together and bake it. Okay, generally cornbread we cook in cast iron, and I do have cast iron, but this is not enough to fill up my cast iron pan. It's only enough for like a little 8x8. So I took some of the grease from the pork belly and rubbed it in here. Now we're gonna just bake this at 325. Hazel, how's the barbecue, Hazel? Ooh, it's raining.
It's on the grill now.
It's on the grill now?
Yeah.
All right. Why is it on the grill? You move it over here?
Keep the constant heat.
All right, barbecue's getting close to done. We're supposed to eat at 7. You think it's gonna be ready to come off shortly?
Yeah, we're gonna take it off in about 20 minutes.
Okay. Whew, you can't see it, y'all. Probably you can hear it. It is pouring. Here is the pork butt in, y'all. You can see with my fork how tender that is. Like, look at that, right? So good. And here's our cornbread. So here are our collards, y'all. I have not tasted it yet. I need to taste the pot liquor. I think I made too much pot liquor because they're very, very swimming in water. Usually I do this low and slow on the stove. So obviously you can see the ham hock is all broken up. So we'll get the bones out, but that meat is really good. But that is what it is looking like, y'all. All right, here is a plate full of good luck and wealth and prosperity. We've got our cornbread, we've got our pork belly and our pork, we've got our black-eyed peas and our rice. Rice is good for fertility and wealth. We don't really need the fertility, but we'll take the wealth. And the greens are good for the money as well. And I will pop up what everything else is about because I don't really remember, y'all. I just know this is the way we do it. All right, so we've got New Year's, prosperity, wealth, and all of that jazz. Eat up, y'all. Yes, except for this one because he's not a Southern child, so he's not even eating. He doesn't like pork or barbecue. Maybe. All right, y'all, so that winds up the evening. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with us today. I wish you and yours nothing but good things in the new year. I hope to see you around this channel more this new year, and I will talk to you soon. Be blessed, y'all.